Howdy, folks. It's Vile Mike here, and I already got Elihu with me, so I don't have to vamp for a few minutes. How you doing, man?
Feeling better. I have food in my system. I have cannabis. I have coffee. I have tobacco. I am feeling a lot better.
Yeah, I gotta ask though, what was with the rebroadcast stuff? Because I missed them because I was playing D&D yesterday with the Vile Child, the Vile Intern, and another friend. So I just want to know what was what was it about? I mean, like, why did you do it?
The first rebroadcast was because my video was choppy, and I thought I fixed that in post-production, and so I decided to re-edit that so people can actually enjoy the video streams smoothly without it being choppy, but somehow something didn't work. But it worked on the second one with the Carl Sagan parts. The second video has Carl Sagan in it. It wasn't all choppy and everything, but that edit worked because those two streams had choppy videos in them. I wanted to re-upload them so people can actually enjoy them.
Yeah, I did notice the video was a little choppy, but
yeah,
I thought it was just the lag on the stream. But
I am going to upload that one to my Odyssey later on today. The Supernova one, the one that's all choppy. Sorry, the Moon one, the one that's all choppy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to upload the better version to my Odyssey later on.
Well, I certainly need to start posting to the Odyssey again. I only posted like 3 of the Trek reviews, and I'm going to see about seeing if I can dual stream to YouTube and Odyssey just for shits and giggles.
Yeah, you have to find some kind of key code, RUL. LDG can help you find all that stuff if you need help with.
I know he can, and he's probably listening already.
He's awake.
Working somewhere. Of course, if we say his name 3 times, he'll appear.
Okay, fine. Cucumber, cucumber, cucumber. Or is it cheeseburger, cheeseburger, cheeseburger?
I think it's pickles, pickles, pickles.
Ah, the post cucumber.
Oh, and Yvette is here. And I've been talking to Yvette via email because we've been trying to come up with what she actually wants to do for her Jet Nerdy game.
Supernatural, right?
Yes, but she said she was worried that she wouldn't get enough people to play.
Oh, Yvette, I would play in a heartbeat. It's Supernatural.
So maybe I can do a after the Doctor Who thing, I'll do a poll on Twitter about who would actually play a Supernatural game.
I will even forward that to my Gish community and see if anybody else wants to play that. If anybody's unfamiliar with Gish, Gish, it's a charity giving back to the community community scavenger hunt thing. You pay a registration fee. If you can't afford it, somebody can sponsor you so you can do team building efforts, do crazy projects, do crazy scavenger hunts, or do everything on your own. And everything's for a good cause. And it was started by Misha Collins. And everybody from the cast, directors, the crew is involved in Gish. They all love it.
I'll take your word for it. I have never heard about it.
Yeah, Gish. Just Google those 4 letters. You'll find it.
Hold on.
All in caps.
Hold on. I gotta do this right if I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
Going to the Google Mobile.
Yes, Yvette Castillo.
All right, so I typed in Gish, and the first thing that pops up is a scavenger hunt.
Yes, that's Gish.
Okay.
Yeah, last year, Misha comes up with a whole bunch of different categories, important values, and some of them are fan-based, like, okay, what should be a next question or a quest? One of the famous ones was cover yourself in condiment packets and walk into a store or something like that. Take a picture.
So this is what you're talking about.
Yes, that is Gish. Registration has closed, by the way.
Well, skydiving is involved, or is that
No.
just an advertisement thing?
Advertising. These pictures you see right here, these are different gishers. This is what they've done in the past.
Mm-hmm.
And every once in a while, last year, with the phone service, Misha said, text me back and I'll pick somebody at random and have a private one-on-one phone call with you. And he did that.
Nice. I don't know if I'm that big of a Supernatural fan to do it. I mean, I watched most of the show, like maybe the first 8 seasons or so. And I think 8 seasons of watching a show is plenty sometimes, but I think that show lasted for like 15 seasons total.
Yeah. It was a great show. And Richie Poole says, I know not of Supernatural.
Yeah, but CCDV says he would love to play. He loves Sam and Dean, and I'm sure he means that in a platonic way.
I'm sure he does.
I know I'd probably I could probably hang out with Dean if he was a real person. I could hang out with Dean, even though I probably am more of a Sammy character. I mean, at least I have more in common with him, but I've had more fun hanging out with Dean.
Yeah, Jensen was known to be the practical joker on set. He would do practical jokes. He would break everybody's lines and characters up during scenes. He was the funny guy on set. And when we walk on set, everybody's like, okay, what's he going to do today?
So he was the guy that was trying to get people to corpse.
To what?
Have you ever heard of the term corpsing?
Oh, basically fall dead laughing.
It comes from an acting thing when you're trying to portray a corpse, but the people around you are making such noise or making you laugh so much that you start laughing uncontrollably.
Oh. Yeah, and he's done that.
And it's it's called corpsing. So he was trying to get people to corpse, essentially.
Yeah, like what did Misha say one time? Him and Jensen was looking over a dead body, and Jensen made some thing about halitosis, and the guys started buzzing up laughing through the whole scene. He's all serious and said what halitosis this guy has. British theatrical slang. Oh, you Brits. Hey, nerds! You guys know there is a StreamYard link in the pinned in the chat. You guys can also come up here as well.
Yep. Even though I don't pay for StreamYards, hence the logo in the corner, I can still have up to 6 people up here if you want to join. I figured MB would have joined earlier because I was getting coffee during Captain Trek's stream, so I was actually planning on joining him because they were talking about Voltron. The original, because MB picked up, I think he picked up one of the seasons. Or all of them, I don't know. I know I got lucky one day and I picked up one of the Voltron Metal Tin season packs. And here we go.
Hello.
We has a woman on. Oh no.
Wait a minute.
I'm actually going to do some work while I'm chatting. I'll probably turn up my camera. Just give me a second. I got to grab my tea.
She looks a little flushed. It must be about 90 degrees again.
There.
But
light.
How hot is it? About 90? You look a little flushed.
Here? Yeah. No. I just don't have any makeup on, so I look red. Oh. It's just the way the lighting works.
Oh, the lighting.
My exceedingly pale skin. Do I look that flushed?
Not to me, but I can't tell. I'm horrible about telling stuff like that when it comes to people.
Right. Well, I'm just needle felting a draft stop for my mom for her birthday. So.
I mean, let's put it this way. I'm so bad. Mrs. Vile sent me a picture after she went to the zoo of her back to show how sunburned she was, and I just sent a picture like, why'd you send me a picture of your back? She's like, I'm sunburned. I'm like, you are?
You should have said something like, hey, that's the wrong side.
Very funny.
Like, damn, I didn't know you were flat chested.
She is not that type of person, I swear. Jordan, okay. Jordan was trying to join, but it looked like I had two Jordans for a second.
He is lost.
Is his mic plugged in, though? That is the question.
It might be StreamYard itself, because it does that to me sometimes. It'll give me sporadically, then I'll have to log back out, log back in, and my icon is still up there. You might have to kick him out so he can come back in.
All right. Let's see. I'm going to kick you, Jordan. Try to come back in. And you might have to change your avatar image, Dandelion, because the vile intern has a severe arachnophobia.
Oh, crap. I can't change that from here. I have to start up my other computer. I don't have any pictures on this computer, so I can't change the picture. I guess I could take the picture away. Hang on.
She's not watching right now, but if she ever rewatches it, she would freak out because I'm not kidding. I bought the Black Arachnia toy. That's a Transformer.
Mm-hmm.
And she was freaking out while I was trying to figure out how to transform it, just because it was a spider robot.
I may have some pictures that are saved on the Google account. Just a second. Let me see if I can change the picture. Oh, I have to change it in Google. Hang on. Got to see what I can do.
Is she scared of replicators?
I don't know. We've discovered that she's not scared of scorpions or ticks, despite the fact that they're both arachnids. But something about spiders freaks her out.
Okay.
I'm not scared of scorpions. I used to deal with them a lot as a kid. All you do is basically let them sting your toe, your shield, then you back away, then you just step on them.
I would rather them not sting any part of me.
Okay. Let me see if this works.
I live in Southern California, Elihu. We have one of the most deadliest scorpions in the world here.
I think I'd have to refresh and come back in to make it go away, because I changed it on Google, but I'd have to leave and go back to make the not be a spider.
Well, let's see.
Yeah. A second. I'm going to leave. Well, I'll refresh and see if that helps.
No, go to your three. I was going to say, go to the three dots. You should be able to change it from there. But
you know the rule about scorpions, right?
The robot scorpions from Old World Blues?
The rule about scorpions.
Oh, no. What's the rule about scorpions?
The bigger they are, the more you want to keep it to yourself. The smaller they are, you want to share them with your friends. The smaller they are, the more dangerous they are.
Yeah, that's why I wouldn't want to share it with my friends.
It's from Indiana Jones.
No, once again, I'm replaying Fallout New Vegas, and I started the Old World Blues, and they have the Robo Scorpions.
God, it's still there. Dang it. I can't make it go away. Like, I changed it on my profile.
Don't worry about it. But it is the Vile Intern's birthday next Saturday. So I'm going to see. She might end up playing the Doctor Who game because she's also a huge Doctor Who fan. It just depends on what her plans are. She goes, her mom hasn't decided what they're going to do for her birthday yet.
Yeah.
And they might do something Sunday.
I'm sorry. I can't make it go away. I think it'll be like the next time I start up the whole thing. It's really weird. I don't know why it does that. Because I mean, I have it set to I have a duck, my quacky duck, as a pirate quacky, and I was going to put that one up because that's innocuous. Everybody loves ducks and everybody loves pirates. So I thought that would work, but unfortunately it's not letting me do it, and I don't know why.
Don't worry about it too much. I was just kind of making a joke about it.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, I have mixed reactions to the spider. Some people are fine with the spider or like the spider.
What's funny is she doesn't mind Spider-Man.
Spider.
Hey.
How you doing, Yvette?
I'm all right, thanks. I've got 8 minutes before I have to stick my head in the oven, so I thought I could jump off the view.
Sorry, you're just going to have to put up with the spider because I don't really want my camera on this morning. I'm not feeling camera-y.
No worries, I don't want my camera on right now either.
Me too.
Not a spider anymore.
Isn't
but
it?
Of course, I got to reset StreamYards for my camera because
it's still a spider to me. Like I looked at the stream and I'm looking on here and it's still the spider.
Well, I can see your duck.
Yeah, pirate quacky. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
I see spider on StreamYard.
Yeah. See, yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's very weird.
Very weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I still have my OBS camera set up, so if I turn on my camera, it's for OBS, not for StreamYards right now.
Mm-hmm.
And if you've been able to figure out your mic, Jordan?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hey.
Okay.
So, what do you guys want to actually talk about? I'm going to leave it up to you guys.
Well, all I was going to say is Deej and I have been making a big hoo-ha about taking each other down on Doctor Who, so we're hoping it's going to be a filled play for you. You know,
I might know two people who want to play Doctor Who Jeff Nerdy too.
We've got me and Deej, Elihu, Darren Wagner. They're the four I've got. And
Jeff, Professor Brainy Specs also said he wants to play.
Does
and
he?
As I said, the Vile Intern might want to try to play too. So we'll see. It'll become first come, first serve. If I have more than 5, but I can have up to 5.
Okay, because I got 2 coworkers. Okay, I got 2 coworkers who want to play also.
Well, I have an idea, Mike.
What up?
Any vet? Since a lot of people want to play Supernatural, how about we just let newbies play who's never played before?
What, the Doctor Who?
Yeah, the Doctor Who one. Sorry, yeah.
But no, I don't mind. But Deej and I have been advertising it since we decided on the 8th of August.
Yeah, what I mean was instead of besides you and Deej playing, have the other contestants be newbies who's never played before. Since a lot of people want to play this.
Yeah,
I'll give up my spot for the other people.
I'll give up my spot for a newbie.
Sure. Mike, what do you want to do? Do you want me and Deej to step down, or do you want me and Deej?
I think you and Deej have the most right to play because you've been plugging it. So definitely you two.
Yes.
All right. Well, that's fine.
Then,
I'm sure Darren wouldn't mind.
I think Darren has only played 1 or 2 games, and I don't think Jeff has played any games. So if it's just you 4 and the Vile Intern, that's fine by me, because the only time the Vile Intern has played is back when we did Harry Potter for her.
Okay, yeah, whatever is good for you, Mike. I'm happy. So
I wish I'd known about the disaster movies one, because I would have played the disaster movies one.
Yeah, so would I. But you haven't played it yet, did you? The disaster one, did I miss it again?
Well, last week.
Yeah, we finished it last week because. But what was even funny because all the problems we've been having trying to play Disaster Jet Nerdy, right before we started playing, my computer crashed.
Oh no!
So I was able to get the computer back up within 10 minutes, but it was still kind of funny that as soon as we were about to play, the computer decides to crash.
Cursed topic, definitely.
Definitely cursed, yeah.
And I've been using my computer every day since, and my computer has not crashed since.
Wow.
So I'm wondering if it was just Jep Nerdy or the fact I was running StreamYards and a few other things that may have been doing. I have no idea.
It was a topic.
Yes, as the joke was made many times, Disaster Jeopardy was a disaster.
Yeah, Bird got some wrong answers for me. Lost me some points.
Oh dear.
Yeah, he did.
Hey, I still got quadruple the score than all of you on that Robin Williams and Schwarzenegger there.
See, if I had a good connection, I would have kicked ass on a Robin Williams one.
Well, I haven't got long, so I will say, Mike, I'm really surprised how many people want to play Doctor Who. There you go. You may have to do another one now in the future. It just goes to show.
Sorry, I was not paying attention. NB
As
is here.
usual.
How you doing, NB?
Oh, I'm doing good. How is everybody else doing?
Oh, he's been drinking this morning. I can tell. I'm stoned myself.
Oh my goodness.
As for Supernatural, thrilled we've got 3 players. That means, yeah, absolutely. That's my choice then. I was just concerned no one else would want to play it. Brilliant.
In a couple of my nerd groups on Facebook, I posted earlier this morning if anyone would want to play a Supernatural game, and I've got a couple of people saying they want to watch but not play, mostly because they're worried about their setup not being good enough or stuff like that. But
all right,
it's been up for like an hour, so give it time.
Got definitely 3 of us already.
I know some people who will play.
Yeah,
I
somebody
would
just
play
said my
if you
name.
needed another person, but I would probably lose.
Did somebody
Like,
just say my name?
But
Someone's got their
Echo.
speakers or something on. Echo.
Well, Richie, I wouldn't mind doing a Doctor Who Jet Nerdy tournament style, but it would not be this next Sunday because it takes me a while to build the boards.
Yeah.
And I can't bring LDGs in the back room, but I can't bring them up because I'm not a paid StreamYard
you know what? I'll
member,
go. It's
so.
fine. I'll just listen in. LDG can come on.
Here, I'll leave.
Yvette,
Oh, Jordan.
No, I have to go anyway.
Jordan
I'm
already
going to
left.
just listen in. I just popped on briefly to say hello.
Hi.
Morning,
You can
Alan.
come back, Jordan.
Oh, actually, it's
maybe
afternoon
common
for you.
sense has left the building, but you always have room when I'm here. Okay, if we cross the streams, we can cross the streams. That's fine. I got room for
Great.
9 more people.
Ego master.
And Elihu, it may have taken about 20 minutes, but as I said, if we said Pickle's name 3 times, he'd show up.
Aren't you
22
supposed to say
minutes,
pickle
actually.
juice? Pickle
Oh,
juice,
sorry,
pickle
I had
juice, pickle juice.
I had some things I had to take care of. Cleaning the oven that I blew up, and my boy's here.
Fun.
Doing the patio. I had to help him with the pressure wash. Which, by the way, Elihu, he watched my stream yesterday. So my boys are actually starting to watch my show. God forbid, yes, I do have friends. And
When you said my boys, I'm like, you've got kids?
well, that too. I do have 1 kid left. But my boys, my friends, listened to you yesterday, and they said he cracked up with you yesterday on my show. That whole Google doesn't have my information. He was laughing his fucking ass off. He's like, he's going to, do you use Google Maps? I'm like, he's like talking to his phone while he's watching me.
Hey, at least I made somebody laugh, man.
Mike, I have to go, guys. I've got to put my head in the oven. But the last thing I was going to say, obviously, I got completely confused and created a whole list of stuff. I'm hoping some of that you can use. But I sent you.
Well, I already got the first board done. I mean for something you could use just the questions and answers, couldn't you? That I sent you, the one I sent you. I honestly did not look at it other than see the headers you put on there because I did not want to contaminate the way give you an possible unfair advantage.
Oh, I wouldn't play that one. Definitely not. Oh, That's the whole point. I think you want me to do one.
No,
forever.
the whole point
That's
of that
why I
is you
Googled
paid
it.
for it. You don't need to do the work. I do the work.
Yeah, well, I did it anyway.
All right, everybody.
As I said,
I'm gonna
you
head
can
out.
use
It was
them.
nice to see you all.
Later, Dandelion.
Bye, darling. And yeah, I'm going to have to go and stick my head in the oven as well. Yeah, no, as I said, you could just take some of the questions if you'll use it for or something. At least it's there for you and you've got the answers. So that might help, and I won't do it again. So anyway, right. Have a great night, guys.
All right. Have fun
Later,
eating dinner.
Yvette.
I'll be in the chat anyway because I haven't finished yet. All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Well,
Who
now
has an
we're
echo
back to
going
being a
on?
sausage fest.
Who has an echo?
Who has an echo? I have no
I don't hear an
What the
echo.
hell are you talking about?
I hear an echo. Okay, now
Wait,
the echo's gone.
why? Wait, it's me. Wait
Yeah,
for it.
yeah,
Wait
the
for
echo's
it.
gone now.
Wait for it. No, it isn't. Yes, it is. Okay, it wasn't me. Okay, but it was. Last night we merged the streams. So thought my settings needed to be reset.
How about you?
Where the fuck did everybody go? We had 6 people. I come and there's 4. Okay, listen. I know I
Yeah.
can hold the mark, but seriously,
Well, I
No
just
can't
comments?
turn this into a one-man show.
No comment.
what happens is we get one pickle and the women flee.
Well, pickles are good for more than one thing. They need to take a break.
How you doing,
Yeah.
Captain Trek?
You just don't pass up a pickle like this.
It's called they need a break from your ego because I'm still waiting for your brain to explode.
Right? Well, see, the cool thing about my ego is we all deserve the same shit. So
No, I would
Yeah.
never want to be
you
like
deserve just as much as an ego as me, as Elihu,
no,
as Violent Mike, as Captain Trek.
no.
And Be Geek matters.
Does he? Does he really?
Yeah, Elihu matters.
What?
You all matter.
Sorry, I had to mute because I was coughing. I need to clean up my
Lucky
screen.
you, lucky you, Elihu. I try to mute when I'm about to sneeze, and then it comes up, and I'm like, "Ah, shit!" I always end up sneezing at the worst fucking times.
Let me give you a clue and a
Are
tip.
you in the closet?
Hover your mouse over the mute button, and when you feel like it, click it. Just keep it over. Just keep a little icon over the mute button, and just click. That's what I do.
When
Come on.
I get what you're saying, but when I'm like, my eyes are going back and I'm seeing, it's trying to hit the mute button. Trust me, I tried to find it. LDG, where am I at? A closet? No.
Yeah, with the thing behind you. Look, that's like the kind of shelving I have in my closet.
Oh,
Like a big walk-in closet. Yeah.
what? You see those 3 things?
The
behind
white
you
pipe.
on
You
my-
usually don't see that like in a room. That's
Your
usually
rack.
like in a walk-in closet.
Your rack.
Like
Over your
across
rack
the
shoulder.
top and shit. Where you hang clothes and stuff.
Are you actually
I
complaining about his
guarantee-
core,
I'm gonna tell you
LDG?
this.
No. Complaining is
No, I'm
what the
gonna
fuck
tell
you doing on
this.
camera.
He's making fun of it.
LDG. Captain
Yo.
Trek can tell you what's right behind my shoulder right now.
Looks like a bow and arrow or a gun.
Hey, Cap, what are those 3 vehicles that are over there?
Those are
that-
vehicles. I can't see. It's so small.
Ectomobile, the Batmobile from the original series,
Mhm.
and I've got the third one.
And now it's fucking like pixelated.
Yeah, I
There we
forgot
go.
what's
Okay,
on the
so
far.
I see a green thing.
I forgot what's on the far left.
I see-
Next to the
I
green is the
Yeah,
Ecto
I
That
One.
looks like
Well,
a bus. Is that the bus
Ecto
from
one.
Speed?
It's Ecto One. It's the original Batmobile from the from
Oh,
Adam
okay.
West.
Now I see it. Ecto 1. Okay, cool. Yeah, it doesn't help when you only do a foot. But yeah,
You mean to hold it closer to the camera?
there we go. I can't see a Batman. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
Batman. Okay, there we go. Pixels to
All
life. Okay.
I forgot the third one, man.
And then why don't you open the box? I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry.
No way.
Why would I open the box? No, seriously. I mean, no,
You know what's really
seriously.
cool about that, MB? Two
What?
out of 3 of those have been turned into Transformers.
Oh boy.
Ah, well, that's awesome.
Wait for the DeLorean.
What is that? Is that a Star Trek up in the right hand corner? Is that your Eagle Moss?
Is that a
Or is that
Star
just like
Trek? LDG, did you just ask, is that a Star Trek?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
Yes, he.
All right.
Oh,
the last word didn't come out of the mouth? Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Right here where I'm going, this is where all my Eagle Moss is now. And
Sweet.
Did you search on the Google?
signed.
Nice.
And the
We need to buy NB a better camera.
track is obviously the Orville.
Oroville. There we go. Okay. The ice cream scoop. Yep.
I moved them over here because I had them over there, but I had shit full and I didn't want to have another Enterprise incident. That's where that is. The cars I got.
It looks like Stone Cold from the back.
Hey, did you guys hear about this? I was talking when I grabbed Ecto 1 and
And now I can see him better now that I've seen him.
the Adam West Batmobile. And they said that they are doing the original Ghostbusters characters, but they're going to age them and set that up as a toy selection with the new toys that are coming out. I think that's actually very nice. Thoughts?
5 a.m.
Sorry.
Yvette, it's 5 a.m. your time.
no, if it's dinner time right now for her, it's going to be
p.m. Sorry, 5 p.m.
Yeah.
Sorry, Yvette. I finally got Candace in my system. I apologize about that.
5:32 p.m.
Yes,
for Yvette.
the game will start. The Jeopardy will start at 5 p.m. your time.
But for your game, Yvette, you can choose the time you want, and I'll try to make it work as long as I'm not actually working that at that time because, you know, I got to work on my day job. I can't do YouTube full time yet. I don't even have 1,000 subscribers yet.
You have a day job?
Yes. I have a
Oh
day job.
yes.
Technically, I have 2 day jobs. I got my merchandising gig and I got my eBay store.
Nice. That's killer, dude.
And of course, if you want, you know, the eBay store does have a link in the description. You can go there and buy something if you don't want to support the channel.
Yes, Grandpa.
Although for the out of US people, it might be a little hard to ship stuff. It's freaking expensive to ship out of state or out of the States. God, I owe Continuum Trek a book, but the problem is to ship it to him is like $30, and it's a book that's not even worth $1.
Shit. No wonder it took several months for them to send me my poster.
That's some shit.
I got a free poster off of Amazon. It was from like Thailand or something, and it took like several months for me to get it here. I'm like, what the fuck? It is expensive.
They probably bulk shipped things, and then when it was time, yours went with the bulk shipment.
Yeah, it's weird what countries it's expensive to ship to and what countries it's not. Like, for some reason, sometimes to ship things to Australia is cheaper to ship it than it is to ship to Canada. I don't know why.
Well, Australia
Really?
shipped to here than it is China because Australia's easy shot.
But I remember a guy who once bought a Game Boy Color off me, and he lived in Venezuela. Because it had to go FedEx because some rules about Venezuela and eBay, it cost him almost $200 to ship a $35 Game Boy to him.
Damn.
And he still said it was cheaper than trying to buy one in his own country.
Wow.
I still hear an echo.
check inside your head?
I can hear it.
So can I.
I don't hear an echo.
Yeah, I hear it too.
Are you watching The Bad Batch, and that's why you hear an echo?
I hear an echo of me. Someone's echoing inside the echo, and it's not coming from Eli's head, because God knows that can create an echo.
I think it's NB Geek because the echo stopped.
Yeah.
No, I
Maybe.
muted myself too.
Whatever, it's fine.
NB Geek, do you have the YouTube page still playing?
Let us know in the
I
chat
think you
if
fixed it, whoever did. Anyway.
you hear an echo too.
Echo is gone.
I'm unmuted now. I'm unmuted.
Okay. You're unmuted.
Yeah, I don't think it's that. Yeah, I don't think it's any
Whoa.
more echo. I don't think it's any more echo. I don't think it's any more echo.
LDG. Stop that.
That's gotta be LDG. That cannot be me.
That last
Today.
around.
I feel like it's man.
Shut up.
And Richie, I usually make the buyers pay for shipping because it's just easier on my taxes that way. Because if you do free shipping on eBay, it is they include that amount of money that you're paid. Because no one ever shipping, even if you say it's free shipping, it's never free shipping. It's always going to be coming out of what you're paying, essentially.
Correct.
It's either going to be like me, where they say it's a $5 item and you're paying $5 shipping, or you have someone saying it's free shipping, but it's $10. You're still paying for the shipping. But for eBay's purposes, they will tax you your profit tax out of that free shipping because you're making technically more money. So it's a big pain in the ass to do it that way. You got to do like 2 extra line items on each of your things. So I just make people pay the shipping to make it easier on myself because I'm lazy.
Hey, at least you're honest about it.
And how you doing?
Hello
Ryan?
there. I'm
Hey,
YouTube
which
lad.
one looks better? The Marine Corps veteran one or the Air Force veteran one?
Sorry, I'm not even on the stream yet.
Well,
What?
I would imagine the Marine would makes you more look more like a badass. If you're in the Air Force, you're kind of like, damn it, the cable went out.
Sorry,
Godzilla.
Zuntic.
Damn it.
Godzilla.
Curse you.
Actually, I'm a veteran of both. I'm a veteran of the Marine Corps and the Air Force. I did 4 years in the Marine Corps. I did 16 in the Air Force. So it's kind of cool to actually go to the store and be able to buy hats that I'm like, you know what? I can finally display what I've done in my life.
Yeah, my roommate slash adopted mom was originally in the Army, and then later she joined the Naval Reserves.
Okay.
She's Army Navy, the opposite too from you.
My
It's Navy Army.
shut
No,
up.
he
You
said
don't
Air
know
Force,
what I'm
Marines.
talking about.
Oh.
Yeah. My father-in-law, he was Marine Corps MP back in Vietnam, went to Army National Guard, eventually left Army National Guard and went to Air Force National Guard, and that's where he retired out of. Air Force Reserves. My bad. And that's where he retired out of. Whereas I retired out of the Air Force after 16 years plus the 4 years in the Marine Corps. And then my wife, who I always try to make sure I point out, she did 20 full years in the Air Force. And she is, unlike me, she's a combat vet. She went into combat zones. I didn't. So I'll tell you one thing. If I ever come across some asshole on false valor, God help you, I will fuck your ass up.
Hoorah.
I agree.
Hoorah.
FYI, beating people up for false valor will still get you arrested, but at least you have your morals.
Yeah,
Hey,
but I can see a judge
LDJ.
doing something along the lines of like, yes, you should not punch that Nazi, It's very bad. It's against the law. Your fine will be $1.
No, your fine would be time served. Oh wait, you already served no time? Okay. Have a good day. that was
I honestly believe that. I feel bad for you.
LDG,
No,
I'll tell you
LDG.
this right now.
LDG, I'm dead
say this
serious. There
right
was a
now.
case where a guy punched a Nazi, and the judge fined him like $1 in time served for punching the Nazi.
Yeah.
He did
Maybe in
spend a week in jail.
California.
Maybe in certain circumstances, I've seen stuff like that happen. But
That's
as a
not gonna
general
happen in
rule,
Alabama.
you're a fool if you believe that.
Hey, LDG, guess what I've gotten? Guess what?
What?
I've had one. I've only had to do this once, where I got
What's that?
into a discussion with someone, and they said, "Do you want to kick your ass?" I said, "Well, let me put it to you this way: one of us is going to the hospital. One of us is going to jail. I don't care which way it goes. And by the way, if we both end up in jail, I'll be out on bail long before your ass is, because I got more money. And if we're in the hospital, I'll get out long faster because I have insurance." Hey,
So they
I
kind of
did
kick
actually
people
say
out
that
without
to a
insurance.
motherfucker once.
Yeah, exactly. He'll be out before you if he has no insurance.
Yep.
Yeah, dude.
No, I will be out before him.
You know, be like, we've got to give an MRI. He
Yeah,
gets a
MRI.
Band-Aid.
Yeah, give him a band-aid.
12 scans.
Give him a
We need
band-aid.
to pull your
walk out the
molars.
door.
Yeah, we got to check that dimple in the right side of the back of your head. We got to do all that.
All right. I'm going to put it to you this way. LDG. I'm fairly certain I'm the only person in this entire group who has actually been incarcerated and gone to the ER and still got out of jail long before I would have gotten out of the ER. And trust me, this was in 4 different states I've been arrested. So I know how that shit works.
Okay, but
I've spent more time in an ER waiting room than I spent in processing for getting arrested. And I've been arrested in 3 states.
yeah, but did you actually go to prison, or are you just talking about jail?
Well, of course I never went to jail. I was never convicted. Well,
No.
I went to jail. No, wait,
Yeah, you went to jail, but not prison.
I went to jail. I
Correct.
know. I never went to prison because I was never convicted.
Yeah. Because I've been to jail plenty of times. I've never been to prison other than to visit family.
Now, I've never been to jail to visit family. I've been to jail to visit a few friends. I've been to prison to visit a few friends a couple of times. Back in the day. I remember calling my buddy's house and his mom answered. I said, "Can I talk to Zach?" Zach's in jail. I'm like, "Are you serious?" She's like, "Deadly." And trust me, this was a woman I knew not to cross. I'm like, "Should I ask?" She goes, "Nope." I said, "All right. I will shut my mouth. I will see y'all later."
Sorry,
Oh, boy.
From my experience, you never cross any woman. And I think the women in the chat would agree.
Well, you never cross a mom. I'm sorry, you never cross a mom. You think dads are bad, moms are vicious.
The correct statement is you never cross your mom.
Yeah.
Well, I know what my mama would do to me. She would either make me go find a switch that sings.
I was going to ask.
Or when I got a little older, she learned how to put me in an arm lock. And trust me, there was a few times I thought my mom was about to break my damn arm. Granted, I definitely would have deserved it. But that's the difference between me and these assholes of this generation.
Talking about my generation.
Well,
Hey,
let's try to
LDG,
get back on
you
more of a
just
nerd chat.
Yes. Yes.
LDG, I put something in
We
the
got a
private
cool
chat for
panel.
you.
Let me ask.
Yes. Go ahead.
Only because NB actually showed his Ecto 1. Who here actually wants to see the new Ghostbusters film when it comes out?
I do.
So we got 3. What about Bird or LDG?
Yeah, I'll watch it, but I'm not. It's
Yeah, why not?
It's taken so long to come out. I don't really care at this point.
Bio Mike, actually, I'm going to be leaving your stream in a few minutes because that's actually me and Way Too Many Beers from Twitter, or Jack Beers, my co-host. We're going to talk about Afterlife. We're going to talk about the Ghostbusters. And, you know, when I heard Captain, I'm going to say this, and I don't normally give Captain Trek a lot of praise. But when I heard him say this was going to be like the first movie he thought he would go see in theater and wanted to see, I mean, considering how much I know he loathes a lot of things, to actually be excited about going out to see something, that to me, as much as I know Captain Trek as best I do, that meant something. He's seen something special there. Yes, Captain Trek.
one second.
In you, I know it's.
Clarify this.
Go ahead.
You don't compliment Captain Trek enough. Aren't you his? What do you call it? Aren't you his spokesman for his merchandise store?
Yeah, how many coffee cups do
Come
you have
see
of this, man?
Captain Trek. We got the mug. We got green, purple, great. We got your ear picks. We got freaking ass wipes. All Captain Trek. Come get Captain Trek. Come buy.
You know what? I'll answer that question very.
Captain Trek, this flame floor.
Would you like me to actually answer that question? Because I've answered that question many.
It was rhetorical. It was a joke. I don't want you to answer it. Really. I mean,
no, it's okay. It's very simple. I've made it very simple. There is something about Captain Trek I really like, despite our differences, despite our fights.
It's the ass, right?
Oh my God. He's an ass man.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying,
Captain Trek.
Everything I still, despite everything him and I have had issues with, I still like him. Always have. And I have no reason not to like him.
Well, there are a few people I wish you could talk to for me, but that's another story.
See, Captain Trek reminds me of a couple things because he's like, okay, how do I say this?
Politely.
If you scratch him the right way, he goes away for a while. No, not funny. Let's go for the joke. All right.
Yeah.
Ooh,
well,
Darren.
It's a terrible joke. Here's the thing.
It's a terrible joke.
No. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this, LDG. I think that I think I understand Captain Trek very well. I think there are people who know him way more intimately than I do, Bird of Prey and several others. But there's a thing about Captain Trek I understand, I relate to.
I'm so glad I do not know him intimately.
Oh, for God's sakes. I said intimately. I didn't say Jesus H. Christ, Eli hoo-hoo. You've been up way too early. Did you get some sleep?
No, I have not been awake.
We need to have a class
3 o'clock this morning, okay?
About how to say things in your mind before they come out your mouth. Okay? I'm going to have a video on this.
Yeah, it's called WandaVision's Explanation.
But just to get it back to Ghostbusters.
Thank you, please.
I made the shocking discovery yesterday while playing Dungeons and Dragons that both the Vile Child and the Vile Intern have not watched any Ghostbusters except the remake.
Ew.
Watch party.
What?
Watch party reaction.
What?
I've been neglectful as a father figure.
You are a horrible
Mike, you lose
I think
your
I'm going to
nerd
have
card.
to force them to watch it.
No, you lose your kids.
You lose your nerd card. I agree with Captain.
You lose your nerd card.
Yes.
Hold on a second. My wife very much enjoyed watching the trailer to Ghostbusters Afterlife. She's like, but she's never seen Ghostbusters. Now, understand, she had not also seen quite a bit Aliens. I've had to really, culture in this. She wants to watch Ghostbusters and Ghostbusters 2. I looked, didn't realize we didn't have it. And she's like, we need to order Ghostbusters. I said, okay. I said, get on Amazon and buy the Blu-ray. And, she's actually excited about seeing these two movies because of this trailer. That should tell y'all something.
Dude, the last time I broke down the trailer on stream, somebody got mad at me and was trolling me and saying I ruined everything.
I don't know how.
I like what
I know.
I like what I think it was on Captain Trek's channel. I don't remember the gentleman who said it, but mentioned that they thought maybe the house mentioned Dan Aykroyd's character Ray.
Chris Knight said that, and
Yep,
so did Eric
Chris
Voss. And so did Eric Voss. Chris Knight said it before Eric Voss. I actually called that out. I'm like, hey.
Okay, Cap, who said that?
It was Chris on my channel. Chris Knight.
Yeah, it was. Was that Chris Knight?
Yep.
Oh, you know what? I think that's a reasonable theory, though. I'm looking forward to in a few minutes, to bring that up. I wanted to actually name drop him for that because I think that's a great theory and a possibility.
Okay, Geek, Grandpa, remember the architect's name for the building in the first Ghostbusters?
Yes. I don't have it memorized, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I forgot his name.
They brought back that idea in one of the IDW comic books to bring back Gozer and everything.
Well, if you look at the trailer carefully, the guy's name who built the building, that's his mind. And remember Dan Aykroyd, when he was laying out the map that said use unique minerals? That came from the mine itself.
No, I didn't catch that.
Yes,
yeah,
and the name of the town was mentioned in the Ghostbusters cartoon. Egon mentioned it.
Really?
Yes.
God, I'm gonna have to rewatch this now, dude.
Yeah, Eric Voss pointed that one out. I'm like, holy shit! I didn't even know that.
We're gonna have Gozer worshippers. I hope. I really hope that's what it is.
Yeah, there's a Gozer statue. You see her coming out of the well pit. They keep on losing electricity because remember the fire station kept on losing electricity because the ghosts kept on capturing, sucked out the energy. They had power drains, and the house they had power drains. So, did Egon hide something that they couldn't contain in the firehouse at the farm in that well? Was it Gozer?
What's my phone doing that?
Because you see her climbing out of the hole. Gozer statue.
I do not have a problem with it being Gozer.
Well, Bill Murray was quoted saying his back hurt from the proton pack.
I don't mind that Gozer. Because we didn't get enough Gozer in the first one. Gozer should have been in part 2. Should have been Ghostbusters 2. Return of Gozer.
Back the villain, same villain every single time. I like the idea of it being the architect because he was just more of a method for the villain to show up for, not necessarily the villain himself. And if he becomes the villain for this one, it would make more sense.
I still think that Janine is the grandma.
Okay,
she married Egon.
He's dead. I mean, of course he's dead.
What happened to the kid of Janine?
He come back as a ghost.
Whoa. Well, I tell you what, you guys want to hear about it? I'm going to talk about it in a little bit. In about 7 minutes, if you guys are busy, come check it out later. Me and Jack Bears, we're going to talk about Star Wars. Jesus Christ. Got to get my head out of my ass. Ghostbusters, the Afterlife trailer, Ghostbusters 1 and 2, what we saw from the trailer and what we're maybe thinking. So if you guys are interested, come check out NB Geeks Let's Talk. If not, stay here, have a fun time, catch it on the flip side. Y'all have a blessed one. It's Mike, thank you for having me on.
All right. If you're still on by the time I get in the stream, I will try to check it out. If you want, post the link in there.
Word.
That would help.
Oh, and I'm going to share one thing real quick.
Sorry.
Only because...
Oh, he already took off.
Well, he can still post something in the chat if he wants.
Sure.
Those are the Vile Kids.
And they are telling you, man, you got such a fucking bad dad. I've never even seen some of those Ghostbusters before.
And yes,
Yeah,
neither one
that's
of them
rough,
has
dude.
watched
I mean, that's
Ghostbusters.
fucking rough.
Dude.
Like,
Dude,
both Vile
you do
Children
not
and
deserve to be called dude, okay, dude?
dude.
But yeah, I really like this picture of the two girls together. I don't get them together often enough. But I thought I'd share that with everybody.
Cool.
Yeah, the younger one is actually going to be in a play. She's in a theater camp thing,
Mm-hmm.
and they're putting on Beauty and the Beast next week. And I told her I'd try to show up to all 3 performances, and bring her sister for at least one of them.
Now that's a dad.
Oh, her mom's going to all 3 performances too, so. But she only has one line in the entire play, but it doesn't matter. You go anyway.
Yep.
Exactly. Even if she's just backstage, backdrop, you still
I
go.
only had one line in a play. And in hindsight, I can't imagine my whole family came to watch it.
I was in a
Well,
play
let's
in high
see.
school.
When I was in high school, I was in Romeo and Juliet. I was in Alice in Wonderland, and I can't remember the third play we did. But none of my parents or family showed up to any of the plays. So
I was talking elementary school. Jesus, high school? That would really hurt.
my parents thought I did way too many extracurriculars back in high school because I was a founding member of the anime club, so we did our own fan dubs. I was in drama clubs for the plays. I was on the football team. I was on the wrestling team. I was in the band. So they're like, you got something like every night of the week. We're not going to everything.
Okay, yeah, you are an overachiever.
You were in too much shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
I'm still like that.
Well, I'm not saying it's bad. It's just
So I didn't actually give my opinion though. I am actually looking forward to this Afterlife movie. I'm hoping it's not going to be like another long gap movie series like Independence Day and suck really bad.
I actually started watching that last night. I'm like, I forgot how stupid this was. Never mind.
Oh god, it is.
I got like half hour into it till the old man was getting swept away in the time. I'm like, oh yeah, this is so stupid. Why am I watching this?
Can I answer that, or was that a rhetorical question?
That was a rhetorical question. I was sober last night. Like, I was bored. I was sober. I was in pain. I'm like, why am I watching this?
And no, Richie, I did not play Juliet. I played Mercutio.
Oh God.
If you don't remember who Mercutio is, I suggest you go read your Shakespeare.
I'll give you a clue. He's one of Romeo's best friends.
Mm-hmm. And he has the best death scene out of the entire play because he cracks jokes while he dies.
Yes.
I can imagine you doing the same.
Oh, I've told my all my family and friends that when I die, I don't want to have a funeral. I want to have a party.
Jazz funeral.
Same here.
And
Party.
I wish Shakespeare in the Park would come back.
Oh yeah, Darren, I loved the original Independence Day. even though it was basically a remake of World of the Worlds, the 1950s version.
Yeah, War of the Worlds.
Is that what I said?
No, you said War of the Worlds.
I heard War of the Worlds. So.
War of the
I heard
Worlds.
It was a good movie, but there's a lot of bad science in it.
Well, yeah, of course, but it was still a good movie. And it still
I'm
has one of
sorry.
the best damn speeches of any movie ever made.
Okay, that I have to agree. He did give a excellent performance on that.
I'm sorry, people aren't going to watch Independence Day for a fucking science lesson.
I didn't. I just know it's bad science in movies when it happens.
All right, Darren, he says he disagrees that ID4 was a remake of War of the Worlds. War of the Worlds, sorry.
See?
I slurred my words. Forgive me.
Are you Grandpa Geek drinking?
But, Darren, let me put it to you this way. Aliens in shielded ships invade the Earth. We nuke them from a flying wing, and they still survive. They are taken out by a virus.
Name that movie.
It may not be a full remake, but it was in part or in whole a update of War of the Worlds.
Yeah,
at least the film version.
If you were to give that clue on Jeff Nerdy, what would that correct answer be? War of the Worlds or Independence Day?
Okay, listen up. Here's the difference between War of the Worlds and Independence Day.
Again, Darren, to clarify, hold on before you get on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about the 1950s movie,
yes,
not necessarily the book.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
Okay.
Here it comes.
In the movie Independence Day, human beings defeat the aliens. In War of the Worlds, God defeats the aliens.
I'm sorry, Darren.
In War of the Worlds, it's bacteria that kill the aliens, not a virus. Hold on. In Independence Day, it is a man-made sabotage program that we call a virus, just because of how it propagates within the machines. That is the main difference, and that is why I cannot say that Independence Day is a remake or has anything to do with War of the Worlds other than aliens invading Earth. It's an alien invasion movie.
Darren,
go ahead.
Excuse me, Darren. I'm trying to be. Excuse
no,
me.
it isn't. It's not an alien invasion.
LDG, hang on a second. What? I'm trying to be polite to Darren with this response here, okay? Darren, if you actually heard what Violent Mike said, he said the plot. He didn't say the specifics of the plot. He said the plot is itself. The plot itself.
Okay.
That's why he didn't say specifics.
It's a flying saucer movie. It's an alien invasion movie. They all have that in common. Why is Independence Day compared to War of the Worlds when instead of Earth versus the flying saucers or the UFOs versus the Navy?
Darren,
there's nothing affected the flying saucers.
Some of the visuals are incredibly similar, which is why I said it's maybe not a full-on remake. I may have been misspoke when I said that, but it was definitely homaged because, or a modern update because, as I said, one of the things in War of the Worlds. A early prototype flying wing is what delivers the nuclear bomb to destroy the alien spacecraft. In Independence Day, they have a B-2 Spirit, a flying wing, deliver the nuclear bomb to destroy the alien ships. Both cases, the alien shields protect them from all damage from our nukes.
So what?
But that is
at the end of War of the Worlds, humanity was done. There was nothing. They were defeated. There was nothing else they could do. And then it turns out that the aliens were vulnerable to bacteria. They did, in fact, the narration in both the original 1955 film and the remake with Tom Cruise, the narrator says that the aliens had not deserved to live on Earth because, and they reference God.
Yeah. Either way, both movies freaking blow.
Broad strokes.
You're telling me
it's not broad strokes. That's in the script.
Yeah, exactly. And that's how stupid it is. So you have an alien species that's so high tech they can't filter bacteria. Not to mention the fact that they're spaceships, so the air shouldn't be getting inside of them in the first place. The second one, really? You have a mothership and you don't have antivirus. As far as I'm concerned, Independence Day was one big antivirus commercial.
But if you update the
like I said, good movie, bad science.
Because
both would be jokes.
Let the host finish.
I think
It's not an update.
when they specifically say, I believe it wasn't bacteria, they say disease.
No, it was bacteria.
Well,
But I think the
bacteria
word
is
they
a
used
disease,
was
isn't
it
it?
bacteria was a disease? Because if I remember correctly, it was disease.
Yeah, if you have chlamydia,
And
that's
diseases-
bacteria. That's a disease.
If I'm wrong, I will happily
If you
admit
have
it.
freaking
But diseases are both bacteria and viruses. And a modern interpretation, if you want to do broad strokes, a computer virus is a computer disease. Therefore, it is
Yes.
a modern update of War of the Worlds concept of a virus being the thing that takes out the aliens. Because
Only-
without
okay.
that virus,
That
mankind would have
idea.
been won. Mankind would have
That
been wiped
idea
out.
only thrives in the absence of understanding of what a computer virus actually is. All it is a sabotage program written by human beings. Now, human beings did not create the bacteria that killed the aliens in War of the Worlds. God did.
no.
They even referenced that, and that's the big thematic, fundamental difference between the two films.
well, Earth did, but yeah, Earth created the bacteria. not
Well, they didn't
God.
say Earth in the script,
like this.
LD. They said
Snap your
God.
finger. I don't care what they say in the script.
Well, I do.
Modern understanding.
Okay,
You're talking
I do.
about understanding.
My
understanding
it's a
of
difference.
bacteria.
It's a difference, not a distinction, because human beings were responsible for defeating the aliens in Independence Day, and they weren't in War of the Worlds.
Okay, guys, I'm
Yeah.
taking off. I got to run some errands. So later,
Later,
people.
man.
Later.
Later, guys.
Later. And the virus didn't defeat the aliens. The virus took down the shields.
Right.
That's it.
Yes,
Right.
but it was still a virus that led to, in terminology alone, virus took out the aliens. Without the virus,
Yeah.
aliens would not have won, humanity would not have won in either case.
Right. But a computer virus is a very different thing than bacteria.
Because of this.
Yes, but we're
Yeah,
talking
because of
I'm
the
talking
Star
about
Wars
broad
plot.
stroke
It just
concept.
so happens
It's the
that we
only
call
reason why they
a
won.
covert sabotage program that's embedded in a computer a virus. It could have been called something else. It could have been called a bomb. It could have been called all the different things. But because we tend to call it a virus, people are making that correlation, and there is no correlation in my opinion.
Well, the reason it's called a virus is because it acts similar to a virus, biologically speaking, as a computer virus does, technologically speaking.
Yeah, self-propagating. Yeah, but
Exactly.
it is still ones and zeros.
And even so, even if the virus took down the shields, they shouldn't have won. But no, we have this thing called
We're not
the
talking
death.
about
The
that
death.
part,
The,
LDG. We're not talking about how stupid the
Yeah.
plot is in general. I'm talking about how, in my opinion, at least, ID4 is a modern update of War of the Worlds, at least the film version.
but no, there's more than one.
Okay.
It's not just World of Worlds.
Yeah.
Star Wars is in there. Star Trek's in there.
No. Whoa.
Close
World of
Encounters.
Worlds is in there.
No.
Close
How
encounters.
do you fit
Close
that into
Encounters?
Star Wars? ID4 and War of the Worlds has nothing to do
Because
with
of
Star Wars.
because of the Death Star plot.
What are you talking
the
about?
only way we can take down. Wait, let me finish. The only way we can take down these city-wide freaking flying saucers that we can't destroy, even if a missile hits it, it just blows up a little bit. That we have this one opening, and if we get a missile in this one opening, it blows up the whole fucking thing.
Okay,
Really?
but we're not equating bacteria and computer viruses to the effing Force.
No, fuck the Force. I said the Death Star plot. The one hole that if you hit it, the whole fucking thing blows up. Because you know what? If it wasn't for that one hole, they never would have destroyed the Death Star. They never would have destroyed all the flying saucers the size of fucking cities all over the world. Even with the shields
Your
down,
analogy would-
the
your
entire
analogy
world
would fail,
done,
on one
gone.
point, LDG. The flaw in the Death Star
Very
was
important point
intentionally
that finished
put
the
there.
movie. What?
Your main part that you would be wrong about is the fact that the flaw in the Death Star was man-made.
was life form made. So what? So is the hole in the spaceships.
No,
They were made by the people.
the aliens did not make their technology weak to a computer virus. The Martians in War of the Worlds did not make themselves weak to bacteria and viruses.
Yes, they did.
No, they didn't.
Oh my God. Really? Are you not thinking? Okay, you see this box? Do me a favor. Open it up and step outside. Okay? Bacteria should never have made it in the ship to begin with.
How did the Martians make themselves weak to a virus?
Because they allowed their ships to suck it up like air.
No, because they didn't.
No.
If you know, they traveled outside.
You're in spaceships. You're in fucking spaceships. What does that mean?
They traveled
closed
outside their
environments.
spaceships.
That means when you're floating over Earth, the air doesn't get in. And since you're a spaceship, you already have the technology
but if
to breathe.
You're sending your troops outside of your ships to engage the enemy on the ground, how are you not getting infected?
Stay in your ships. How do you not have really a level 2 civilization doesn't know how to scan this planet for bacteria? Really? We had bacteria knowledge before computers.
How would a civilization that has no concept of disease scan?
How do you know it has no concept of disease? That's stupid.
What do you mean it's stupid?
Disease is the first thing we learn about as a life form.
Said in the
You
movie
got sick,
that
you died.
They had a sterile environment for so long, they didn't even know to look for that stuff. So how do you scan for something you don't know what to look for?
Yeah, really. Maybe in the 50s or 40s, I'd buy that, but not today. We know for a fact that disease is a fundamental thing we learn. It's like fucking fire. Okay?
But not all
you can't have all this shit with fire. You can't have
similar to humanity.
What?
You're assuming that
in
all
order to have technology
be on the same technological scale as humanity.
They were above us.
It doesn't matter. They may
were
have
beyond us.
Bypass certain steps.
You can't bypass biology.
Why not?
Why not? Why so? What are you talking about? Technology itself dictates that you're going to have scanners.
No, it doesn't.
No.
Yes, it does. How the fuck are you going to go beyond solar systems without scanning for shit?
LDG. Did Japan have
microscopes? You would have to be an ignorant fucking race to have space travel before microscopes. Are you fucking kidding me?
LDG.
You're trying to make me swallow this pill.
LDG.
There may not be microorganisms in their world.
They didn't have microorganisms on their planet, just as Darren said. So why would
they may not?
What do you mean? Well, first of all, how was that in the book? Was that actually in the book?
Yes.
We're not talking about the book. We're talking about the movie. I put links to the
movie said there was no microorganisms on their planet.
No, I said there may not be.
May not be. Okay, so basically, it's based on bullshit. Maybe doesn't fly because we know any life form comes from microorganisms. You just don't have them. They're not like an option in life. They're mandatory.
All right, LDG, I want you to imagine something. Imagine we started a colony on Mars. Okay?
Yes.
And then Earth gets destroyed.
Yeah.
So for generations now, a colony survives on Mars.
Yep.
They go
plenty of microorganisms.
Sorry?
Plenty of microorganisms.
Okay, they go to another planet.
Yes.
Somehow.
Yes. Carrying microorganisms. Yep.
Do they immediately start scanning for Bronze Age swords?
Okay, you got to hit me with something that sounds logical. Like, what? Why the fuck would they be looking for bronze? No, of course not.
Exactly.
Exactly what? What? I'm sorry. Maybe I'm too stupid to understand the level of this conversation because it's below me.
Wow.
How the fuck you talking about being forced to like move? First of all, we'd be dead. It wouldn't happen. First of all, if we had to move to Mars on a dime, goodbye. Nice knowing you. Okay, but if we took our time to go to Mars, of course we're gonna be scanning for all this shit.
I'm just looking at the Venn
you know what?
diagram.
All right, I'll leave it be. I'll leave it be. Listen, I'm sorry. Sorry I brought it up.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I brought common sense up. I'm sorry I believe that technologically an alien race that travels between solar systems don't know about microorganisms or self-contained breathing fucking whatever you call that shit environments. Okay? Sorry? I'm thinking too big. I forgot I live in a world where we like WandaVision and we're okay with plots making absolutely no fucking sense as long as there's special effects behind it, in front of it. Sorry, my bad.
You're assuming they would look for that kind of stuff because you're assuming they've already come in contact with it.
I'm not assuming. I know for a fact they would have to.
Why?
Why?
Because life starts microscopic. And then it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. You just don't have. Pop goes the human. Okay.
You're assuming
starts small, works its way up.
My work here is done.
Thank you.
God.
You're making huge assumptions there, LDG, and you don't even see it.
No, I'm not. No,
Yes,
I'm not. I'm making huge assumptions when you think anything is possible, including the impossible. Okay?
No.
That's when I'm making assumptions. When you think you can just pop goes the human, then yeah, I'm completely out there. I'm wacko. Drill a hole in my face. But when you're freaking actually talking science and what we know for a fact already, we're not that stupid. Okay? You have to have microorganisms. Anyway.
Why?
Moving along home. Because that's the way life is.
That's again, you're assuming evolution will have the same starting point on every point everywhere on the universe, and it may not be in that actual way. You could have it like, say, a silicon-based life.
You can't.
Form,
I'm sorry. You can't just snap your fingers and get a life form.
I didn't say that.
An advanced life form. Sorry.
I'll give you an example.
Just skip evolution.
In some of the Transformers mythos, Transformers were naturally occurring robotic organisms. Now imagine if we were to scan Cybertron from Earth and we said, oh, it must be lifeless. There's no organic compounds. Because we don't know to look.
You're talking about what ifs, Vile. Okay, even I can think of a situation where a life form could evolve on a planet with no life forms. Like if we took a planet and made it sterile and we said, okay, we can make some life. We're evolved, so we can make evolved life and put it on that planet and make sure it survives. The odds, the imagination you would have to have for that to be true would be so out there. It would create its own story. You would have its own story on how these aliens actually existed to get technologically spacebound and be completely ignorant of basic math, basic science.
And you really need to read more science fiction, LDG, because...
Dude, I do. I draw a line.
Have you ever read the Star Trek Titan book?
I want it to mean something. What you're saying is so out there. Maybe some people like it. I mean, diversity is a thing.
LDG, have you ever read the Star Trek Titan books?
No, not Titan.
All right. In one of the books, they come across a organism that is the size of it and actually is a solar system. It's a living solar system.
Yeah.
That, based on the fact, they go into some detail about how the planets end up becoming like almost a living computer, and that's how this entity actually lives.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, it was the first of its kind. And it's the size of a solar system.
Yeah.
So not all life has to start out small. In fact, the whole point of the book, the story, is they're trying to teach this alien solar system how life can be incredibly small, how it can replicate, how it can actually procreate. In fact, for the first time at the end of the book, this solar system sends out seeds to actually learn how to procreate.
Okay, so the microorganisms are the one teaching the bigger unit. Okay,
In that
that's
case,
cool.
yes,
That's fine. Obviously, though,
it didn't
right?
know to,
Just
it did not know to look.
just to
It did not know to look for individual human beings as life because it hadn't encountered that before.
exactly. I mean, we have that here right now. I mean, we got dogs barking people in people's face, and they
but I'm
think
saying
dogs
they
are
didn't-
nothing.
That
But yeah,
particular alien
I
did
hear
not
ya.
know to look for that stuff because it hadn't encountered it before.
Yes, and you're talking about a lifeless object being lifeful,
Okay,
only because we're talking about a sci-fi fictional story. Yes,
but
yeah, I agree.
again,
Great
so you-
story.
you get the
Sounds
fact
cool.
that-
Never going to
you get the
happen,
fact that
but yeah.
they can look for something that they cannot not look for something because they haven't encountered it before. You understand
Yes.
that? So you
Yes.
understand how the
Yeah, I have no
Martians
problem. Yeah.
can get
No,
sick
don't get me
from
wrong.
these
Yeah,
diseases because
I
they
believe in
never
that.
bothered looking
Yes.
for 'em.
I don't believe in alien race not knowing the building blocks of science. That's different. You're talking about something outside the realm of comprehension, something that is outside of it, right? Humans have nothing to do with understanding science for a life form the size of a solar system. It's not related. Completely outside of the box. I'm talking about 1 + 1 = 2. But when you're at 153 million, you should know what 1 + 1 still is. Right? Biological life is part of science. It isn't outside of the realm. You have to get there. Hell, if you knew, I mean, one of the things about space travel, right?
You're making assumptions that every
Not assumptions.
that
It's not
every form of life
assumptions.
would have the same pathway to
And
technology.
even if it is, that's fine.
understanding.
Even if it is, that's fine. Yeah, it's assumptions to you. It's basic math for me, for science for me.
Okay,
That's fine.
Would you say
No
would you
problem.
say every civilization that if say there's a bunch of civilizations in our current universe, do you think every single one of them had an Iron Age?
They had some kind of age.
But do they
Even
have
Iron Age
specifically
wasn't an Iron Age. You say Iron Age, but all that is just realizing that there's, our environment.
Okay.
That's all the Iron
No.
Age is. Yes,
And we're
we
talking-
found out that our environment is usable, and
Okay,
we figured out how to use iron in our environment that created
and
the
if an
Iron
alien
Age.
civilization never came up with the germ theory of disease.
It's literally impossible. I mean,
Why?
literally, it's in our food. It's in our skin.
It doesn't
It's in
matter.
our bodies. It's everywhere. Food rots. Okay? It's everywhere. It's impossible not to notice it.
Okay, so
It's like saying how to figure
LBG.
out you breathe air.
Did humanity always know about disease, as in the germ theory of disease?
If
Or
we
did
come
we
from
think
nothing,
that could have been
then
something
then
else
we
at
knew
one point?
nothing at one particular time. So of course
what I'm
we
saying
never
is
knew
you're
all the
assuming
time.
that-
That's
you're
the whole
assuming
point.
that this alien civilization would have the same thing. There's no guarantees that it would.
Okay. Sure. What do you say? I would love to see I would love to see a civilization do that. So write
Look
the
at
story.
humanity
Maybe it'll be
200
$1
years
million
ago.
seller.
That's all you need to do.
That's fine. Why are you hating on my, diversity? Again,
That's not
maybe it
diversity.
does exist. This is my diversity.
The opposite of
Well, what's
diversity.
the problem with my diversity? Is my diversity not welcome here? Okay. What's up? Why do you have to rail on me? Okay. Your diversity
first
is
of
that
all,
magical pop goes the human.
Pickles.
My diversity is science slaps you in the face and you figure everything out. That's
Pickles.
fine. No problem.
This is not your channel.
It's not your channel. Nyeh, 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 nyeh. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Not
Go ahead and
right,
let Cam
Johnson.
check.
I think the
Make
answer to
this
your question is
stream
no.
interesting. I'll shut up for a minute.
I was actually having fun with it. I like
So was
arguing
I.
with you, LGG.
I was having a
because-
blast. I was having a total blast. I love. That's what I'm saying. I come here to tear it up,
Because all I got to do
to
is
make you
point
think.
out All I really got to
That's all I
do
wanna do.
out is remember. Oh, where was it?
Oh, here it comes.
Where?
Here it comes.
Uh-oh. We lost Captain Trek.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was too rough on him. Sorry, Captain Trek. You know I love you. I gave him a chance to fire back, but you know.
I think we weren't giving anyone a word in edgewise. There we go. That's what.
Yeah,
I was
you and I were going at it pretty rough. Yeah, sorry. And then sometimes my voice can be overbearing, but didn't trigger Bird unless he's sleeping.
No, I might as well just keep that.
No, I
quote up
wasn't
when I argue
sleeping.
with
I
you.
was letting the stupid people talk.
Thank you. So, what is your take? Oh, go ahead.
I think it was
Almighty
kind of dickish
Krogan.
to go to Captain Trek. That's
I know. I
probably
apologize.
what
I'm sorry.
got him.
I went okay. All right. I think it was a little dickish for Captain Trek to call off that I'm trying to take over a stream when obviously I'm not. So thanks for calling that out. But what's your take on this? The actual
my take is
conversation.
that you
His
guys
take
are-
was
are beyond ridiculously stupid.
sorry.
to be arguing this. Yes, even today, even as relatively primitive as humans are, we've conceived of the fact that there could be non-carbon based life. Okay, we understand that if we go to a planet, that yes, we're going to look first for life that we understand, but that we will be open to the possibility that life could exist that isn't carbon based, that isn't what we expect it to look like. Was it a ridiculous? Is it ridiculous to believe an interstellar species could make it to Earth and not understand they should look for bacteria? Yeah, I think that was a big jump. But listen, all science fiction has stuff like that in it. I mean, Star Trek 2 wouldn't have happened if they had left the shields up like they were supposed to. So it happens. I don't think it destroys the movie, but yeah, it is a ridiculous thing. As for I don't think, Vile, you were understanding what LDG was saying. It wasn't about who put the flaw in the Death Star not being related to the virus, but being related to there being a big weak spot. That if you couldn't fly a plane into the weapon and take down an entire massive Independence Day ship, then the aliens still would have won. Had nothing to do with the computer virus. The weak spot was that they had a weapon that you could just hit it with a plane and it would destroy the entire ship if you hit it at the right time. So that was a building, clearly a design flaw.
I could easily agree with that aspect of it, Bird, but LDG didn't make your point, and you made it a lot more eloquently than he did.
I made the point.
I did,
you just want to listen to him.
Crazy.
He just agreed with me.
LDG, shut up for a second. I said Bird stated your point more eloquently than you did. That's all.
All right, thank you.
I understood what he
Bird.
was saying, but clearly you didn't. And he was in obviously no condition to not realize you didn't understand what he was talking about.
Yes, he was not smart enough to understand that I didn't understand what he was talking about.
Okay,
out here,
Bird, you
wondering what
cleared
had gone
this up.
wrong in my life that I was in a stream like this, literally not wanting to agree with either side. But
you could have saved Captain Trek. We could have cleared this whole argument up.
no,
minutes,
with
like
Captain
hours
Trek,
ago.
that was a whole different issue.
We're arguing too passionately. That's the thing. And yeah.
His first comment was right. He was enjoying watching stupid people argue. Yeah.
I wouldn't say I was enjoying it.
You know, LDG, I might have a special, you know, maybe next time I do a nerd chat, I'll just have you on. We'll have the chat choose a subject. We could debate it each for 5 minutes or so and see who in the chat thinks debated the point more eloquently or more succinctly. And then we can find out that everyone still thinks we're both assholes.
Yeah, I love it. That's what I'm trying to sell, man. I'm trying to sell this. I love this. This is entertaining for me. I don't know about everybody, but diversity. So, some people like it, some people don't. And I'm still fine tuning it. Right? You hit those spots that are real funny and stuff. But yeah, totally down for that. Anytime. Let me know. Just
Yep.
Ooh, I almost said that out loud.
Kind of fun watching stupid people argue. Actually, me and all the vile children stuff, we've been playing a game that we kind of came up with on our own about movies and stuff. I'm thinking about trying to figure out a way to translate that to a YouTube format that we could try to play, because it involves the people having to sing, having to do charades, having to do Pictionary type things. And you know what, LDG, you know more about computer stuff than I do. You might be able to help me out to set it up, because I think it'd be something fun we could do.
Who?
Bird can translate what LDG said. That's amazing. We need him to spread that knowledge to everybody, so there's never an understanding.
Yeah, tell me about it. I should keep Bird with me. Because it seems, and it's funny too, to me, I just hear the same shit. You think it's more eloquent, but all I heard Bird say was the same shit I said, just more calm and collective, and with a different result. Because with me, you're like, you're fucking nuts. With him, you're like, oh my God,
Bird
okay, I get that.
You didn't, and he was talking. Yeah, he mentioned the weakness of the spaceships being in '94.
That's what I said.
No, you'd never said that.
I said it has a hole, a weakening that you hit it and it blows up the whole thing. Did I not say that?
I did not catch that. You must have been yelling so much, and
that was the whole Death Star plot. I said. You asked me, what does Star Wars have to do with Independence Day? And I said,
the virus, not necessarily the weakness of the spaceships themselves.
Again, rewind the stream. I said Star Wars. You said, what the hell? I said Death Star plot, where they took down the freaking ships by hitting one single hole, which is the center of the ship. I said it. Now, I'm sorry if that wasn't eloquent for you, but that's exactly what I said. He just repeated it in a different way. Anyway, good stuff. Good stuff. I mean, both, like I said, both movies, the endings, crap, completely lazy, not thought out, special effects behind the plot. We should have been done for in both movies. Both movies, human race should have died.
Well, again, it's sci-fi. It doesn't have to be perfect.
No, could be whatever it wants to be.
Entertaining,
and
not
since that
necessarily.
way, yeah, that's fine. If it wants to be like that, that's fine.
And I don't know about you.
I can choose to make fun of it.
Movies.
I'll enjoy something. I love enjoying stupid shit. I enjoy stupid shit all the time. Still think it's stupid shit. Still think we should get better. Still think we should be people that deserve to pass the mark instead of just passing in barely passing grades, homework for movies, spending millions of dollars on TV shows and making simple production mistakes. No. I'll enjoy it. I'll
now
watch
what
it.
Are you talking about?
Well, and particularly WandaVision.
Oh God, you're still. I liked WandaVision.
They made some
and I don't
simple.
care about your opinion on it.
They made very simple continuity. They broke their own canon. They had production mistakes. They had shot interruptions that weren't lining up at all. They did no simple mistakes that when I went to college for, we were told.
Mike, I don't care. It was still a good movie.
Huh? And seeing the boom mic is not what I'm talking about.
You said production errors.
Yes. That's more than a boom mic. That covers so many issues. Shots not lining up. Excuse me. Changes in continuity as far as like certain things in the shot showing one way and then showing another way. And like hanging a light on it. Like we're not talking about like
sometimes big whoop.
We're not talking about, oh, I noticed her shoulder was this way and they recut it so her shoulder was this way. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like on screen plot devices being completely different.
Yeah,
like
Richie,
for instance, in WandaVision, I'm talking about the hex.
There's a reason we call it the Achilles heel. It's literally been in human storytelling for thousands of years.
Yes, and we've learned to control it. And there have been many a times where production companies fix a lot of this stuff.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about what Richie's talking about.
What was he saying? Considering fatal flaw has long honored tradition human literature. The concept of fatal flaw. Or the fatal flaw. Oh, the fatal flaw. You're talking about the Death Star plot?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's fine. But you know what? Don't put it just so freaking right on the nose. I have no problem with fatal flaw. Everything has fatal flaw. Everything. Okay? There's not one thing that doesn't have it. Is that eloquent? Did I get that point across? But my problem is when you put the fatal flaw being like a bullseye on someone's chest.
Right now, hold on. What Richie's referring to is it's a storytelling technique that we use in human literature and entertainment all the time. And my example is, of course, the Achilles heel.
Yeah. Or the Death Star hole.
Yes.
Or the Spaceballs red button.
Exactly.
Huh. That's my problem. I want fatal flaws to be more complex. I don't want to watch a movie that presents they know what they're doing. And then we find out this technologically advanced race or this, it's different when you're talking about cavemen, right? It's another thing when we're talking about these characters and organizations that present themselves in stories as omnipotent or super high technologically advanced or, super powerful or whatever it is, being brought down by like a bullseye that's like right there that anybody could hit. I want it to be hidden. I want it to be the difficult to exploit, difficult to find out. I mean, they are literally putting these things smack dab for anyone to see. Simple as can be. Anybody can bring down a freaking Independence Day spaceship. It's not hard. Just blow up that little middle piece. You're done. Big bullseye, right in the center. Doesn't even move.
Okay. You literally spent like 2 minutes saying the same thing over and over again and complaining about it.
Yeah, that's how it works until you finally understand what I'm saying.
Richie made the point in one sentence that you were making.
I'm agreeing with him.
Now it's all quiet. It's weird.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
All right, so
did he actually use the force to push it down there?
Well, no, hold on, LG. I have a question for you though.
What?
Were you mad at the Iliad because Achilles had his heel that was vulnerable?
No, but that was smart. She was I think she was stupid for not realizing that when she dumped him, to grab the other leg and dump him again. But yeah, I thought that was stupid. But at least it made sense. At least it made sense. Mother didn't realize that holding his leg was going to be the weak point. And not to mention the fact that when she pulls him out and lets go of his leg, doesn't the water drip over the ankle So I mean, you can get us pretty deep with it if you want, but it all depends how the story is told, what they actually show. I just can't just tell you a general thought of a particular story that like you're just bringing up this one. It depends how it's told.
Because it was the oldest example I could think of.
Yeah, well, like I said, it depends on execution. How do they execute it? You know what I mean? That's when I'll judge it. But right off the top, do you think I like the story of Achilles healed? I love it. It all depends how it's executed. Because you can have one story, Achilles healed, told a million different ways. Diversity can go in every direction. And that's fine.
Sorry, I'm trying to do something real quick that I thought would be funny.
If I would have made War of the Worlds, I don't know, it would be interesting. Like I said, a story, that's when Darren comes up here. He's talking about the specific story we were given. I attack it as in all the different ways the story could have been. Right? That's why a lot of the conversations we're having, like, it goes outside the bounds of what was actually on screen or in there. Because I'm looking at it as could it have been better, could it have been different, and whatnot. Now, I get it. War of the Worlds made sense in the 50s, 40s, whenever it came out. People didn't think deeply about it because we were in that age where we didn't know as much as we did now. But looking back, I mean, that's a huge, right? Hindsight is 2020. Isn't that what they say?
I don't know. To me, it didn't bug me nearly as much as it seems to bug you. Because I know it's a trope,
if you're calling Independence Day an improvement of War of the Worlds, I completely disagree. Because during Independence Day, we had that extra knowledge. And look what we did with it. No antivirus, hard to believe. Easy to kill spot, hard to believe. And the fact that the aliens wouldn't just if aliens ever came to our solar system, right? They would divulge all planets before they came to Earth.
Your phone ringing?
Like Earth would be like the last planet. And if they would most likely kill us from space, they wouldn't even land. Okay, I got a phone call. Shit.
Yeah, someone was apparently trying to call him. But I thought it would be funny. That's why I brought this up. That way, LDG starts off the game.
Very funny. Very funny. Give me a second, a phone call. All right.
Oh, well. Now that we're not arguing, the viewers have come back up a little bit. We were down to 3 when we were arguing. But, all right. Anyone else want to come back up? That way, at least for the next 15 minutes, because I'll probably end the stream because I got to drive. Excuse me, I got to drive out to Yuma today for work tomorrow, so it's very fun for me. Bird, when does your Twilight Zone thing start today?
Sorry, 3 p.m. Eastern. So an hour and a quarter.
All right. I'll try to listen in while I'm driving, but I wouldn't be able to participate because the signal strength for your cell phone is really crappy between here and Yuma.
But I can listen in.
Say that again?
It's a nice drive.
Except for the last section between the San Diego and Imperial counties, because it's a long, winding road, and there's a lot of idiots that don't know how to freaking drive, that drive oh, it's a winding road. Let me go 80 or 100 miles an hour during this curve that should only be taken at 25.
25. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I took a different route.
I'm talking about the 8 heading out to Arizona.
It brings you right by Mexicali.
Yes.
Calexico.
Yes.
Mexicali. Yeah. There's road runners along the road.
Oh yeah.
A lot of rocky looking mountains.
There's dunes and not the Rocky Mountains, but the Rocky Mountains.
But they're mountains that look like they're made of rocks.
Yeah, it's a smaller mountain range, but I can't remember the name of it. But yeah, that's that mountain range you're talking about is what divides essentially San Diego County from Imperial County in California. But all throughout that mountain area, the cell phone signal is not the best.
Yeah, I wouldn't imagine it was.
Richie's saying he's driven it and there's not much to write home about. It depends. I mean, Ocotillo is always nice because you got the dunes. But that area around El Centro kind of sucks because El Centro is just I don't know. I don't like El Centro.
I bought some Native American artwork in a gas station in El Centro.
Richie says that Return of the Jedi was filmed near Yuma. I did not know that. I'm going to check that because I think that'd be cool if he's right. Okay, yeah, it says part of Return of the Jedi was filmed in the sand dunes in the desert west of Yuma. So if it's west of Yuma, that would actually be California, though. Because Yuma's right on the edge of California and Arizona. All right. Yeah, according to another website, it says it was technically filmed in Buttercup Valley, California, not Yuma, because Yuma is not California, it's Arizona. But that is a nice little bit of trivia that I did not know about. So thank you, Richie. Not Ryan Johnson is saying, I was going to question Bird's knowledge of places outside of New York, but since he's crashed planes all over the world, his knowledge is valid.
I used to drive over there when I was working in San Diego. I did several drives between San Diego and Phoenix, San Diego and Flagstaff, San Diego and Sedona, and they all went through Yuma, then up San Diego and Tucson.
Yeah. I've driven many times that road because not only do I have to go out there for work on occasion, whenever I drove to Texas, it was always through that area. And even when I took my motorcycle to Virginia a couple times to see my sister, I would drive that area too.
The first time I ever saw a sandstorm was going down the highway.
Yeah.
Right about, I think right before I hit Yuma. And I just saw this brown on the horizon getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, it looks like a brown fog in the distance, and then as you get closer, or it gets closer to you,
Right.
It starts sounding like what would you say it sounds like? It's sand hitting your windshield, and it
Well,
sounds like almost the
luckily
glass
for
is cracking.
me, there was an exit, so I got off and went right into a gas station just as it started. And within a minute of getting in the gas station, it got dark, and yeah, the sand started hitting, and it just took, I don't know, 10 minutes to blow through, and everything was covered in sand.
Yeah,
I didn't want to be driving in it.
Last time I went through a sandstorm on the 8 driving out that way, I did not have the opportunity to pull over at a gas station. Me and about like 12 other cars all pulled over just to the side of the road to wait for it to end because you could not see more than like 3 feet in front of your car.
Yeah. Captain, I'm working on a video edit, and frankly, I had nothing to add with Tweedledee and Tweedledum yelling back and forth at each other.
Hey, excuse me, I played the Mad Hatter. Thank you very much. And let's see, if I'm the Mad Hatter and LDG's Tweedledee or Tweedledum, would that make you the caterpillar?
I honestly don't know the characters.
Oh, because he was the wise sage character, almost. At least he fulfilled that trope in the novel.
Then yes. Although I don't like caterpillars.
What video are you working on?
A proposal for a new Star Trek series.
Anything you want to give up, or you want to just let people?
Actually,
watch?
I was toying. I will give you guys an exclusive sneak peek. I don't. Hopefully, you guys can see it. I will share my screen of the current video editor, and you can maybe get some idea on what I'm working on. Yes, caterpillars turn into beautiful butterflies, but until they do, they're fucking nuisances. So, as you can see, I'm wearing a bandana, fancy glasses, and a t-shirt that says, "This is what a feminist looks like."
Well, I'm kind of offended by that a little bit.
Yeah. Also,
because, as we all know, bandanas are my thing.
Hopefully that'll whet the appetite.
Well, I'll look forward to it, but I might as well, since LDG's quiet and everyone else is left, I might as well just go ahead and end the stream. That way I can start heading out a little bit sooner.
Okay.
But yeah,
Take
next
care.
week is Doctor Who Jeopardy. So everyone, make sure you're subscribed. Oh, is there anything else you wanted to say, Bird?
No, at 3 p.m. we'll be doing Twilight Zone, 3 p.m. Eastern. See you there.
Alrighty. Well, everyone else who was on the panel, thank you very much. Anyone who was watching, thank you even more. And I will see you guys next week. So I'll just leave it off with later, folkses.